Macworld opened today in San Francisco, but without the usual buzz. That's because Apple is no longer participating in the event. So what is Macworld without its Apple core? KTVU's Christian Captain live at Moscone Center tonight with our report. Christian?
Well, Macworld is here, but Apple Computers announced more than a year ago that the company would not have an official presence here at Macworld 2010 or beyond. Now, the company said Apple stores have been so successful that trade shows like Macworld have become a minor part of how the company reaches its customers. Apple's absence is already being felt at Macworld 2010. More than 500 vendors attended Macworld last year. This year, that number has dwindled to fewer than 250.
And it's fun to show the brand new stuff to these guys.
Doug Broadhurst works for Scosche, one of the Apple accessory makers that's back this year. Broadhurst says he's waiting to see how the trade show develops over the next few days, but says Apple's absence could be a blessing in disguise.
Kind of takes the focus. Everybody, the first thing they want to do is run over to the Apple booth usually and find, get their hands on the iPad or the new iPhone the previous years. And now it's more about my iPhone's in my pocket. What do I get to go look at and find to accessorize it?
While vendors are still preparing their booths for the exhibition, Macworld user conferences are already underway. Les Posen led a conference on using Apple's Keynote presentation software to create engaging presentations. But even here, Apple and its newest creation is on everyone's mind.
So the iPad delivers all those things, the email, the browser, whatever else.
Posen says he's not bothered by Apple's absence.
I can still reach an end user despite Apple not being here. I can play off some jokes on it as well and so forth.
But he says it could have an effect on the conference as a whole.
At the moment, I'm not missing Apple because we're at the start of the conference. Perhaps on Thursday or Friday when the expo's on and Apple's not there, then I'll feel the difference. We all will. We're all waiting for that to see what's going to happen when the expo itself opens on Thursday.
So far, Macworld is still drawing Mac enthusiasts from far and wide. Brandy Dietz works for Kellogg's in Battle Creek, Michigan. She attended last year's Macworld and says the jury's still out on how Apple's absence will affect this year's Macworld.
I'm kind of waiting to see that difference, but honestly, and maybe there's a little bit of apprehension there, but I haven't seen any difference so far. So, maybe as the week unfolds, we'll see something, but, honestly, no, I haven't seen any difference at all.
Macworld 2009 drew thousands of attendees last year. Now, Macworld is not releasing any official numbers yet, but there are official estimates that those numbers will drop this year. We're live in San Francisco. Christian Captain, KTVU, Channel 2 News.